Hello there and welcome back. Today's episode will be a tribute to Christopher Reeve, the original Superman, his life and history. He was an American actor, director, producer, and writer renowned for his film portrayal of Superman as Clark Kent. He was born on 25 September 1952 in New York. His father, Franklin Reeve, was a writer and a professor. His mother, Barbara Johnson, was a journalist. In 1956, sadly, when Christopher was only 4 years old, his father divorced Barbara and left the home. Christopher, his elder brother Benjamin, and Barbara moved to Princeton, New Jersey. There, his mother married an investment banker, Tristram Johnson. While separated from his father, Christopher, I may refer to him as Chris in this video, and his elder brother was still allowed to see their dad, and they spent high quality time with him whenever they met him. Franklin, his dad, always tried to teach good things whenever he met his children. Now, Christopher was an average student in study, and during his high school, he was very much interested in acting. He was a member of just about all the clubs in his school, and he also played in ice hockey teams. Is it just me who thinks so, or does he resemble Tom Cruise a little bit? Anywho, when he was 15, he got an apprenticeship at the Williamstown Theatre Festival in Massachusetts. I knew it, I buggered up the end of that Massachusetts. But I'm not from there, okay? I don't have to know how to pronounce all the United States places. Anyway, get back to our story. So, after finishing his graduation, he entered Cornell University for further studies. Okay, so during this time, Chris had found an agent who helped him in managing his study and also his work as a professional actor. At Cornell University, Reeve studied all about theatres in Britain and France and also secured a post in Old Vic Theatre in London. So while Reeve was studying, he worked in many dramas and plays and even performed at various well-known and respected theatres. In this process, he gathered experience of acting through a variety of roles. His passion for acting helped him in securing a position in the list of the students who were selected to study at New York's Juilliard School of Performing Arts. Woohoo! Now I'm just thinking to myself, the time it takes to rehearse and to work on theatre plays and to act. And then he is still completing his studies as well. That is a hell of a lot of dedication. During his time at Juilliard, Chris studied under the guidance of John Houseman. During his days at Juilliard, Chris accepted a role in a television serial, a soap opera, to support his study. He also got an opportunity to appear for an audition, from where he was selected for a role in a play, A Matter of Gravity, which he wanted to perform eagerly. It's round about this time when his Superman era stepped into play. When Chris was in New York and during the production of My Life, he got an opportunity to appear for an audition for a role in movie Superman in 1978. As you can well imagine, this was life-changing. Reeve was selected for the role of Superman from the audition. He successfully portrayed the role of the real hero on the reel, and his acting was very much appreciated. Because of this role of Superman, he became a superstar, as we all know. after his movie, Superman launched in 1978. After Superman, Reeve did a few more movies and worked in theatre plays. Now, in view of the accomplishments of Superman 1, Reeve was again considered for the job in its continuation, Superman 2. Now, Reeve was not just an entertainer. Oh, no. He was much more than a pretty face. He likewise assumed a significant job in dynamic governmental issues. He was a Democrat and strong supporter of democratic thinking. He was a member of many clubs, groups, and organizations. In his lifetime, Reeve took part in activities such as protests, demonstrations, and rallies, etc., which were in public interest. Now listen to this. He even won a special Obie Award in 1988 for his successful efforts in freeing 77 artists from the death trap by Pinochet government. This is a real superhero. Reeve was also an environment and animal rights activist. And now we will get to another turning point in his life. Tragically, in May 1995, while he was riding a horse, Reeve could not release his hands from the horse's bridle, and he fell down on his head. Reeve was instantly paralyzed on the spot because of the injuries he received on the upper vertebra. This was devastating beyond words. After that accident, Reeve, who was suited for the roles of the superhero, was left immobilized, and his life became dependent on others. Can you imagine what that's like? You're a Hollywood superhero, superstar, you're a real-life hero, and now suddenly you're paraplegic, you're paralyzed. The one who carried the image of saving the world now needed help to have his breakfast and to have a bath. He was in complete stress, and I cannot imagine it, but I can totally understand it. During this tough time, his wife Donna helped him in facing all that was waiting for him ahead in his life. I cannot imagine what she went through. Even in this impossibly tough time, he came up as new hope for those who were facing the same situation as him. Reeve decided to help those. Yes, you heard me right. He decided to help people, to help those who were suffering from spinal injuries. What a superhero of note. He can't even help himself, but he's still wanting to help others. He helped in establishing help centers, awareness camps, and much more for those people. He was also selected as the vice chairman of the National Organization on Disability in 1997. From 1996 to 2004, Chris wrote a couple of books, not just one, a couple. One of which was his own autobiography. The Superman of Silver Screen, who was termed Man of Steel in real life. He died on October 10, 2004.